2013's Outlast was a statement. The horror genre is back, it's alive, it's well, and it's awesome. Not since Amnesia: The Dark Descent 3 years before have I played like a real, true horror game, and 2014 is shaping up to be a huge year for the genre. So how will Outlast Whistleblower stack up? Let's take a look. Pounded on this. Oh, fuck! Whistleblower has you playing as a new character named Wayland Park, probably Korean. He's a software engineer and he works for this company called Murkoff, a company that operates out of Mount Massive Asylum. Do all kinds of crazy shit in there with these experiments on these patients. But anyways, after about 10 minutes of introduction, the game throws you right into the thick of things with a pretty simple, straightforward goal. Survive, and get the hell out of Mount Massive Asylum. Place sucks. Whistleblower tells a pretty simple story just through the actions of Wayland Park. The cool thing about it is that it fills in a lot of the gaps that were missing from the original Outlast. It's cool to go and see the fates of some of the characters that we encountered in the first game. Oh, he's just hanging there. No, he's so hung. Whistleblower gives you closure to the events in Mount Massive Asylum. Where the original left me scratching my head, Whistleblower left me satisfied both for its own story and for the story of the original. Whistleblower doesn't change up the formula in terms of gameplay. It doesn't really need to. It continues the trend of flight over fight and using stealth and your wits to get past enemies. There's nothing more tense than getting chased through a narrow corridor by some dude with a bone saw while you frantically look for your escape route. Outlast can be unforgiving at times. On more than one occasion after dying, I would respawn right in front of the enemy that just killed me. I also felt that the stealth mechanics were inconsistent. Some occasions I would be found instantly by enemies even if I felt like I was hidden, and other times I was in plain sight, but enemies would walk right past me not noticing my presence. Damn it.
Die!
Oh! What the fuck? Some of the sequences found you being pursued by enemies, but the path in which to go was not always obvious, especially near the end of the game. This was the cause of some frustrations. I'd find myself dying and trying again just to figure out which way to go. I'm all for challenge, but trial and error can spoil tension, especially in a horror game. If you thought Outlast was shocking, disturbing, or gruesome, man, you ain't seen nothing. The developers clearly tried to one-up themselves in terms of acts of violence and sexual violence. It can almost feel exploitative at times. Outlast Whistleblower is truly a next-gen horror experience. You'll be hard-pressed to find a game in the genre that looks better. The lighting and particle effects are impressive to say the least. It's almost a shame that you spend a vast majority of the game in the dark, looking at the world through your camera's night vision function. Audio is important in any horror experience. Whistleblower uses music to great effect, both in creating a creepy ambience and creating a feeling of suspense when an enemy is coming for that ass. That ass, though. Objection! Outlast is one of the standout games in the now revitalized horror genre. And if you're one of the people who had the balls to finish the original Outlast and is crazy enough to want to go back to Mount Massive, Whistleblower is well worth the price. At $8.99, you can't go wrong. Outlast Whistleblower scores a solid 7.5. Thanks for watching my review. If you like this video, don't forget to like and/or subscribe. Head over to publiccocoon.com for more me.